I see one of them there. But I love the fact that there are children in front of me. You know, it would really seem strange if all I saw here were the grown-ups, all like, you know, and then coming up on stage and doing this. That would be awesome to see. But because there are children, I think it's perfect. It's a perfect lead into what I do also back home. Maliban sa pagiging isang host ng television show ng Apr.10, tsaka yung Your Face Sounds Familiar, I also am the UNICEF ambassador. And ever so recently, the past few years, I think the name UNICEF has been made more, people are more conscious of it dahil sa mga nangyari sa atin. I'm thankful, you know, that I can sing a song like Warrior's a Child and Gaya ng Dati and all the other inspirational songs, especially when you come from a country that has experienced the worst typhoon ever to hit the world, ever to hit land. And it's nice also to know that in the recent typhoons, there were 3 typhoons. The last one, which was called Chereng, was supposed to be another super typhoon, and it dissipated. Right before it hit the Philippines, it just fizzled out into a low pressure area. Now, why am I talking about this? Because it's not just that, but the 2 other typhoons before Chereng did the same thing. So I guess people have been praying quite a bit, and God has been really answering and making Himself known in that way. But here's another way that I saw something else, and the way being Filipino was honored. And here is a story I'd like to share with you. When I was in Tacloban, after Yolanda, or Hurricane Haiyan, or Typhoon Yolanda, as we call it in Asia, I did my rounds, and we went to different places. 2 months after after the typhoon hit. And what was amazing was that on the last day that we were there, I had gone to different schools. I met with students, a group of students meeting with me. No roof on the top of the classrooms, no houses for them to go home to. Some didn't even have families to go home to anymore. But they were there. You know, they were homeless but not hopeless. And then that evening, we had a little dinner prepared for all the UNICEF attendees, all the UNICEF members. And this German fellow came up to me with that deep German accent. You know, Daddy, I want to talk to you for a while, you know. And he talked to me. And what he said was, you know, I've been to different disasters of the world. And right now, here in the Philippines, in this room, are the top of the top when it comes to disaster management. Kasi po, Category 3. Actually, I think they put on a new category pagdating sa level of disaster. I think because of Typhoon Yolanda, nagkaroon ng bagong level of disaster. Because in Tacloban, it was 100% either damaged or destroyed. If you had a car, the window would probably be the least of your problems as compared to other houses where the entire house is gone, including family members. 100% of Tacloban was affected. Then he said, I've been to China during their earthquake. I was in Pakistan during their major earthquake, and I just came from Syria because the children were caught in the middle of the war. And he said, I have never seen people like the Filipinos when it comes to their showing of appreciation. Ang ginagawa kasi daw ng mga Pinoy, once you give the relief goods, they do 3 things. They say thank you, and then they go up and then they hug you. And the third is an apology. And the apology is because they say they're sorry that they cannot invite these people to their homes. Because ang ganda ng lugar nila, tabing dagat eh. They stayed right by the beach. It must have been a beautiful place to be in. But their houses were gone. And then he looks at me, I thought that he was around. I thought that he was witnessing what I had done for the people. For him to speak with such high regard for the Filipinos. He said, I'm leaving on Tuesday, I'm going back to Germany. And I don't know where I'll be sent from there. And then there was a lady who said, gentlemen, won't you want to eat already? The dinner is served. So just when I turned to go, he tapped me on the shoulder and he goes, I need to tell you one more thing, Gary. And I said, yeah, what is it? And he said, I just want to congratulate you. And I share this with all of the Filipinos who are here, whether you are with your families or not. but there is a reason why you are sent to some other place other than the Philippines. And he goes, I want to congratulate you. And I said, what for? And he said, just for being Filipino. I have never heard that kind of comment from a person who didn't even get to see me perform. So there was no basis for him to say it based on my performance. But the Filipino was just a Filipino, and he touched this German fellow to the deepest part of his core being. Tonight, I'd like to sing this one song that I think it's perfect to sing for all the Filipinos who are, many Filipinos are separated from families. Okay, they're in greener pastures, but somehow family members are still left back home. Tonight I see children, which means many of your families are already here. Here is one thing that I'd like to sing for you as a way of encouraging you that whatever you're doing right now, whatever profession you're in, you do it at your very best because you're making an impact no matter what. Ito, lalo-lalo na para sa mga PFC subscribers, you might remember this song because it's a song I always love to do. Ito, para sa inyo.